90% protective against recurrence of depression is a strong spiritual core. We looked at people for 40 years, their children and grandchildren, to ask questions: what really, over the life course, is the path between spirituality and depression? We know that spirituality is very protective against depression, but really, in the longer human journey, is the nature of the relationship between spirituality and depression. And what we found was quite remarkable. In adolescence, there is an emergence, oftentimes a very depression. I call it a developmental depression, a struggle. What is my meaning, my purpose? What's the nature of life? Is life empty or full? Is there a deep sacred reality, or is it all a material accident? What happens when we look through the lens of a long-term clinical course study is that in adolescence is an emergence of a depression that opens into a spiritual awakening. If we support the adolescent, if the adolescent emerging adult says yes to this, a strong spiritual awareness is formed, really the spiritual core of the whole adult, which then becomes 75% protective against the recurrence of a deep major depression. And the protective benefits go up to 90% when we are otherwise at high risk because of our genes, high risk because of our family environment or community. 90% protective against recurrence of depression is a strong spiritual core. That's extraordinary. There's nothing in the clinical or social sciences as profoundly protective as 90%. There's nothing as profoundly protective as spiritual life.